Hey guys, it's Looch. I saw a documentary. Actually, I should say that maybe over a year, or maybe a year ago, I saw something on social media that was intriguing enough for me to start digging into what it was. It was a documentary. It's called Dennis and Lois. What's that about? It's about Dennis and Lois. Who are they? They're two ordinary, extraordinary music fans that basically live a life that probably we all wish we could, which is doing exactly what they want. They go to shows. They met in the 70s at a Ramones show at CBGB's, and their whole take on it was Arturo Vega, who did all of the design work for the Ramones logos and t-shirts, was running lights and then running back to the merch table and back and forth, and they just said, well, we'll sell your merch. I mean, we're here, it's kind of our way to say thanks and pay back the band. So it's become legendary now that they sell the merch at all of their favorite bands' gigs. They had Ramones vanity plates on their minivan, and when they would park it, on the Lower East Side, the plates got stolen like 5 or 6 times, and they replaced them again. And then they finally thought, well, this is crazy. Let's just get Mekon's plates after the band. And as John Langford says of the band, those have never been stolen. So he is a big part of this documentary, as are so many musicians. And it's not specific to New York. In fact, they were there at that birth of punk, but at the same time, they have a connection, a spiritual connection to Manchester in England. And they go there several times a year. They've developed friendships with these bands. And how does a fan do that? Even Craig Finn of the Hold Steady asks that question. How do fans become friends and family of these bands? It's a gift. I mean, I think it's because they're so authentic and genuine. They're not trying to get anything from the band. They just want to talk to them and tell them how much they appreciate their music. And Happy Mondays were one of those bands. They went to a bunch of their shows in Manchester, and then when the band came to Los Angeles to record, Sean Ryder called up Dennis, I believe it was, and said, we need weed and we don't know where to get it. And Dennis, as he explains it, he's like, I scored and just FedExed like a, pound of pot, and just with a fake name, and they wrote a song about them, and it's on the record in appreciation of their contribution to that record. It's very funny. But the story is really about these two people. They have an extraordinary life. They're not married, but they're together. And the friendship and the way they share the experience is almost as if they're one person. They have a mad collection of things that just make them feel good. In fact, whenever I see a documentary or someone who has massive collections of, Star Wars and Doctor Who and all this stuff, I always think, where are they getting the money for this? You don't even think that I don't care if they are robbing liquor stores to get the money for this, because their feeling is this is just stuff that makes us really happy. They don't have any furniture in their house. It's incredible vulnerability that they're allowed this access to these two people's lives who, again, like I said, are so ordinary and so extraordinary. The movie has not been released, and you can go to DennisandLois.com and you can follow where it's going. I'm telling you right now, this movie's going to blow minds. It's going to make you cry. It's going to make you laugh. You're going to absolutely go on this journey with these two and want to know them, where the whole documentary is about their pursuit of friendship with these bands. And after viewing this, I want to be friends with Dennis and Lois.